Welcome back. This is John Locke, and today I'm answering a question that comes in from a viewer, and they are asking about their link building service, a company that they hired to build links for them. What they say in their question is, these links that they're building, are they legit? Now, my company that's doing these, they swear up and down that they're high domain rated, high page rated, contextual links that are valuable. But we're not seeing results. We're not seeing any SEO movement. We're not seeing any movement with these links that we've purchased. What is your opinion on this? So a lot of these link building services where you're getting a guaranteed 50 links a month, 100 links a month, you have to think about how a company can guarantee that they're going to build you links. There's really only two ways that they can do it. That they can guarantee a certain number of links, and that is through the use of submission sites, article farms, or private blog networks. Now, article farms are the types of sites where they will basically take any type of article. They might have different sites that are segmented into different topics. Every article that they get is low quality content. I mean, nobody is reading these articles. They exist 100% as a link deployment object. These articles are basically there to deploy a link back to a client site. So these article directories, not a good place to be getting links. Now, private blog networks, Google has been trying to smash these down for over 6 years now, going into 7 years, and they've done a pretty good job with the ones that they can detect. Now, a private blog network, if you think about like what link wheels were back in the early days of the web, where you have a network of sites that are all linking to one another, and then they also might link out to other sites. That's basically what a private blog network is. Now, there's a couple of ways to achieve this. One way is you buy up a bunch of expired domains, or you might be lucky enough to get some sites that are going out of business. Basically, you maintain these websites, or you build sites on expired domains. In some fashion, they interlink to one another, or they form kind of a network of links. Maybe they don't all 100% link to one another, because that's a little too obvious. But now you then link out from these sites to the client sites. So the problem with this is it's link manipulation. Google doesn't like it. You're trying to influence search ranking. It's not natural. You're buying links. These are all things that Google frowns upon because it's really of no value to the people who are searching to have sites ranking that benefit from these types of link schemes. Link schemes is one of the first things that's called out in Google's guidelines. They don't want to see that. Now, the other way that you can have a private blog network, and I've seen people achieve this using software, is they have a bunch of clients that all have the software running on their site. It basically creates some hidden pages which are crawlable by Googlebot, and so they get indexed. But basically you have these hidden pages that are kind of like mini directories of businesses that are somewhat related to one another. They interlink to one another that way through these hidden pages that I've seen personally, like PBNs, be created. If a link building service is guaranteeing these types of links, they're probably using one of these two methods. I think it's much better to be paying an agency to put their time toward effort, but having a concrete plan. And I'm going to again reiterate some of the ways that are healthy ways to build links. So to make any of this work, you really need some kind of blog resources. You need some kind of content on your site that you're adding to on a regular basis. If you don't have those resources or that blog content, it's going to be really difficult to get people to link to you. Simply put, nobody's going to link to your service page or your one-page site. Having a blog with some kind of expertly written content, some content that has a lot of expertise behind it, an ongoing blog, that's a good way to do it, because then you can do certain things like doing link outreach. You might pay somebody to contact other people with blogs and have them link to your blog. If you're blogging, you might have a handful of articles from this blog that rank really well and end up getting links on their own, because when people are searching for a particular thing that they want to reference, your blog post might be ranking really high, and that is a good way to get links. And that's a completely natural way that it'll happen on its own when you end up ranking high for certain terms and people reference those in other subsequent blog articles. One way that I've gotten links for my own site is using Helper Reporter Out. Now that is a service that is basically there to connect people who are writing articles and they're needing to get content out for different publications like magazines, websites, or blogs. The demand for content is never ending, and to help a reporter out helps you if you're a content creator or you're an expert in your field. These different content creators will have a pitch where they need experts on a particular, very specific article that they're writing. They need people to provide a quote or some kind of expert input on that. And so they might need 3 or 4 or 5 different expert inputs for this article that they're writing. You have to be very quick with responding to these things because these people have deadlines. But that is a legit way that you can create links as well. But then what do? You still want to link to your so-called money pages, your service pages. So what you would do is those pages that are getting a lot of links from these other sources that we've talked about, like your blog pages, what you would then do is internally link to your service pages. Those would then be moving some of that link equity from the external sites which are linking to your blog pages, and then those blog pages link internally to your service pages. And so some of that link equity moves that direction and helps your site overall boost up. So to reiterate, don't just lean on a link building service that is low priced and they're going to guarantee you like 100 links per month, because it's almost guaranteed that they're going to be building links in some kind of shady fashion, or they're going to be building very low quality links. That's the only way they can really guarantee this volume of links month after month. And again, Google doesn't necessarily find those to be high quality. I would much rather have a handful of links from a couple of industry sites that were naturally linked than have, 100 of these throwaway links, because all it's doing is hitting a quota. It's not necessarily going to help you, and it doesn't really matter what the domain rating or the page rating or whatever of these pages are. Those are just metrics that are measured by SEO tools. It's not how Google looks at these. The more that the page exists simply as a means to build a link to a client site, the less valuable it is. My name is John Locke. My business is Lockdown Design and SEO. I'm here about 3 days a week making videos on SEO. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. We're actually almost at 1,000 subscribers right now. Let's hit that milestone and then let's go for 2,000. All right. That's all I got for now. Till next time. Peace.